Hi, I'm Mrs. Mason. Welcome to my classroom. We are starting week 3 of the moon phases investigation, and we have a special opportunity this month to observe the moon during the day. So grab your science notebook and let's compare notes. This is my moon phases journal so far, my calendar, and I could see that this last week the visible part of the moon, the white part, is getting smaller, and the shadow part of the moon is getting bigger. I use a website called timeanddate.com that shows me the percentages of how much I can see of the moon. On the full moon, you can see 100% of that side of the moon. And as it starts to wane or decrease, on Wednesday I could see 75% of the moon, and by Saturday there was only 45% of the moon. And so between Friday and Saturday, that's the official third quarter moon. So far, we have seen 2 of the phases of the moon out of the 4 that we're really going to pay attention to during this investigation. We've seen the full moon, and over the weekend we saw the third quarter moon. And I'm going to show you a little trick that I learned to tell the difference between the first quarter moon and the last quarter moon. I'm going to draw 4 phases. The first one is going to be the new moon, and I know that it's a new moon because it's completely shadow. The other side of the moon is facing the sun, and that part is lit up, the other side. So the part that is facing Earth is completely dark and is very difficult to see unless you know right where to look. This one is the full moon, and this whole side is facing the sun, and so we can see the entire surface of the sun. Between the new moon and the full moon is the first quarter. And if I draw a line right down the middle, this side is completely shadow, and this side is lit up. And it kind of looks like a letter B. This phase, if I draw a line, is shadow on the other side. This would be the third quarter or last quarter moon. And if I draw that line down the middle, it kind of looks like a letter D. So the letter B in the alphabet comes before the letter D. So this moon, when you see this one, it is the first quarter, and when you see this one, it is the last quarter. According to our website, the rest of this week, we should still be able to see the moon during the day. The visible part will continue to decrease and get smaller until the 16th on Friday. If you look at the percentage, the only part that is visible on Friday will be 0.2%. That is the new moon. So we won't really be able to see much at all. After the new moon on the 16th, over the weekend, you might start to see a little sliver beginning to increase each day. So what we noticed this week was the visible part of the moon was decreasing, And as we get closer to Friday the 16th, then after the new moon, we'll start to see the visible part of the moon begin to increase. And over a period of time, you'll start to see those patterns. The moon visibility will increase until it's full, and then it'll decrease until there's a new moon. And then the cycle starts all over again. It increases to the full moon and it decreases to the new moon. So check back with me next Monday and we can continue to compare notes.